Orchids are high maintenance and temperamental. They gotta be treated just right. The beauty and joy they bring outweighs the upkeep and expense. These words were spoken by T in his never-ending campaign to capture the affections of his soon-to-be friend and lover, Markaisha Taylor, the current wife of drug impresario Boom, who we were introduced to back in Season 1. On the surface, these lines and gestures are merely an expression of one man's confidence in attaining another man's prize. However, this quote speaks to more than meets the ears, and in today's video, we'll be analyzing the dangers of T's romantic pursuit along with its meaning. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things BMF. Here we go. There's a sequence in Martin Scorsese's classic crime film Casino where Remo Gaggi, the mob boss overseeing the Las Vegas operation, questions Joe Pesci's right hand, Frank, about his character's rumored philandering of Ace Rothstein's wife, Ginger. Frank states to himself during the interrogation that there's one thing about these old-timers, they don't like any effing around with the other guy's wives. It's bad for business. Doing things in this way maintained peace, order, and professionalism among crime syndicates throughout the years, though it wasn't always adhered to, as we witnessed in the same film, with Nicky carrying on an affair with his best friend's wife towards the end of their reign in Sin City. This brings us to our current crime epic based in Detroit, where Terry Flannery seeks the affection from Markaisha Taylor, who's married to another crime associate known anonymously as Boom. Though Terry is technically out of the life for the time being, his flirtations with the alluring Keisha spells danger for not just himself, but also his brother Meech, who's navigating the streets of Southwest Detroit without him. Terry's temporary L7 status wouldn't remove him from Boom's forthcoming wrath once he catches wind of the treachery beneath his nose. The drug king casually knows the Flannery brothers through their former mentor, Pat, even gambling with them prior to denying Meech's business proposition and warning him twice to stay out of his lane. Boom's lane wouldn't just be limited to his drug enterprise, but would most certainly include his wife. The collateral damage such a collision would cause Meech could further jeopardize his budding business ventures with the maniacal K9, who just may have street ties to Boom as he did with Big L before severing them, and her tongue altogether. Outside of 2 brief scenes and several mentions from Season 1, we don't know much about Boom personally. He comes off as a measured and well-rounded businessman, someone who's sure of himself and transfers that confidence into all those who contribute to his enterprise. However, we do know, thanks to Lala via several interviews explaining her character this season, that Boom is tyrannical when it comes to his wife. According to Lala, Markaisha is somewhat trapped in an abusive, dysfunctional relationship with Boom, and although she initially plays off Terry as just some love-struck kid, she gradually begins to view him as a breath of fresh air in the midst of a toxic situation. He presents a new hope for a woman suppressed in her current union and slowly dying away on the inside. This reality is subtly hinted at during their exchanges in 201. Towards the end of Terry's first visit, the camera focuses on the dying orchids on Markaisha's desk. When Terry returns for his second visit, he presents Keisha with a fresh set of orchids, along with the opening monologue on their significance and beauty. Though put off by his boldness on the surface, Markaisha is likely entertaining the idea of a bond being built between the two, as she is represented by the dying orchid, and Terry's presence is a renewal of life in her internal orchid garden, botanically speaking, of course. This new bond would only increase that sense of new life within her, as symbolized by those flowers, ultimately ending in quite the dangerous liaison, one that could cost Terry his family and life potentially, though we understand that the latter is safer than safe given the true history. T's family hasn't helped his decision from a loyalty perspective, as we witnessed with his discovery of Lucille and Wanda's plot to get him on the straight and narrow path through manipulative means. That event will only push him closer to his orchid in the episodes to come, and embolden his justifications on the way down her alluring rabbit hole. But what are your thoughts on all of this? How will T and Meech's business be affected by his relationship with Markaisha? And what will it cost him? Be sure to drop me your opinions in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are fans of BMF, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.